of my background, because of my who my father was, and the time that I grew up in, when he was at the parks working directly with Walt, I have a tendency and a leaning to go more back towards that. And Walt Walt was a storyteller, and and he wanted to tell stories, and he also loved, you know, what technology was necessary to help tell those stories. And there were times in his lifetime with whatever he was working on that the technology was not up to executing what that story was. So you'd have to invent it. Buried underneath everything as the years have gone by, there is still a kind of inherent knowledge that there are stories that can be told, and then there are stories that can be told now that we have this. Like there's jumps in technology that now allow effects and things that were part of that story that can now be visualized and realized in a way that will be much more powerful, and you then take advantage of it. That curiosity, that know-how, that blending of people with vision and stories and the technical know-how to pull that off, that marriage, that's how, in my opinion, that's how Disney does that. Because there's a common thing, well, you're in a park and it's like, well, that's Disney, like that's so Disney. What that is that they're detail upon detail upon detail, and for people who are not engineers or designers or artists, they get it because it's what it's supposed to be. They can't tell you why, but they know the difference, and it's because the brain has a data bank and it gets whether or not something is authentic and is exactly what it needs to be, or no, they kind of, but people can't put their finger on it. But Disney people can put their finger on it.